Hey, Lisa, when are you going to let me hold my grandchild? You and Bob have been married for 3 years already. Please don't make me miserable. Well, Susan, you're asking for grandchildren this late at night. What's the matter? Did you have a bad day? I've had a bad day. Because of you, I'm being ostracized by my neighbors. Excluded? Yes. My neighbors who are my age all have grandchildren. Every time I see them, they tell me how old they are or how they've started talking. They get together and brag about their grandchildren, even though I don't have any grandchildren. They must think I'm a lonely, pathetic old woman. Oh, that's so frustrating. You're thinking too much. The neighbors just genuinely love their grandchildren. I don't think there's any malice in that. No. They know I don't have any grandchildren, and they're bragging about it on purpose. Huh. Hey, Lisa, when are you going to have a baby? Do you think you can get pregnant next month? Or this month? There's no way you can get pregnant just like you want. It's a gift, you know. As a mother who has given birth, you understand that you can't make a definite schedule, right? But you've been married for 3 years. Maybe you're slacking off from trying to have a child. Are you getting along with Bob? I'd like to have a child, and I don't think our marriage is in bad shape. If that's the case, it's taking too long, don't you think? My neighbor's son and his wife have only been married for 2 years. She told me that her daughter-in-law is already pregnant with their second child. I'm so jealous. Well, the pace of having children is different for everyone. I'm going to let nature take its course for both of us. This is no time to be so carefree. Perhaps there's something wrong with your body. I'm perfectly healthy. That's not what I mean. I mean that maybe there's a reason why it's hard for you to get pregnant. We won't know until we get us checked out at the hospital. Then why don't you go to the hospital as soon as possible? Then he has to go with me. Huh? Why does he have to go? Pregnancy is not something a woman can do alone, so I think we need to visit the doctor together. Well, are you trying to tear his pride to shreds? Huh? A man going in and out of the OBGYN clinic is just plain crazy. Isn't it? I don't think it's crazy at all. I mean, it seems like there are husbands who accompany their wives to their maternity checkups now. That's only after she's pregnant, right? There's no way you'd send him to an OBGYN when you're not even pregnant yet. I feel sorry for him. Huh? You can't have a baby after all, can you? So I can't say for sure until I get checked out. Then get it checked quickly. Depending on the case, you may have to consider fertility treatment. Well, if they find any abnormality, we'll have to consider treatment. I'll get it checked out with Bob next time. What? Why does Bob have to go? No, it won't mean anything unless we both get tested. If we don't know which one is the cause of the problem, I don't think there's any point in treating it. You want to insult your own husband that much? Why are you talking like that? Huh. Just not being able to have children is a big problem. You want to humiliate your own husband. This is something we need to discuss as a family once. I'm not part of your family, am I? Of course not. You're really brazen as a daughter-in-law. Please go ahead and say what you want. Lisa, I'll let you know the result of the family meeting. You get a divorce as soon as possible. What? It's decided. The whole family has decided. When you say the whole family, you mean just you and Bob, right? My husband is dead. We'll have to talk about it alone. Then, are you saying he wants to divorce me too? Yes, of course. He said, if that's what you want, I'll do it. He's a good boy who really loves his mother. Well, he's completely at your beck and call. I'm going to find a suitable wife for Bob. I'm going to choose a young and honest girl, not a bratty one like you. It will be easier to get pregnant if she's young. If you can't get pregnant, get out. Huh, I see. So, is Bob coming back here tonight? There's no way he's coming back. He's already decided to divorce you. Bob is staying at our house today. But the house is in his name. You'd better get out. If you don't leave, Bob won't be able to come home. I understand. Then I'll leave as you wish. But please don't come crying to me later. Huh? Then I'll move out by the end of this week. Oh, well, you're so understanding, aren't you? I knew this would happen when he attended the family meeting you mentioned. Oh, right. I'll see you in a week. Lisa, Bob is coming back here today. How are the preparations for the move going? He doesn't want to see you. He wants to go home to pick up some documents for work, but he can't. He's having a hard time. He can come over now. I just finished moving my stuff to my parents' house. Is that so? I mean, why doesn't he just tell me himself instead of having his mother call me? I'm sure he doesn't want to talk to you because it's awkward. You should understand how he feels. I see. Well, the divorce proceedings are over. We are now complete strangers. Well, I'm glad we're finally strangers. I'm so glad we were able to have such a smooth separation. Thank you for everything you've done for me over the past 3 years. I wish I could have my time back. I've been waiting 3 years without grandchildren. Well, now that Bob is single again, I'll have to find a new wife for him soon. This time, I'll do a thorough check and get a wife who can surely conceive. Lisa, I know you will be single for the rest of your life. You should hate yourself for not being able to have a baby. Lisa, long time no see. It's been about 2 years since then. How are you doing? Who is it? I'm your mother-in-law. Huh? Oh my God. Have you forgotten about me already? Oh, could it be? I'm Bob's mother, Susan. I can't tell you how many times I've sent you text, but it never gets read. I got Bob to make me a new ID. I'm sure it won't be read. I've blocked you. Oh no. What a cold daughter-in-law you are, blocking your mother-in-law. No, we are not a daughter-in-law and mother-in-law anymore. By the way, what can I do for you? We are strangers now. If you don't need me, please don't contact me. You've been keeping secrets from me, haven't you? What? I've never been keeping secrets from you. Don't lie to me. I don't know what's going on here. I witnessed it with my own eyes, so you can't get away with it. How could you hide something so important? What are you talking about? Don't be so secretive. But if you don't tell me that, I won't be able to understand it all. You actually gave birth to my grandchild, didn't you? What? Grandchildren? That's right. You were having a child without telling us, weren't you? My grandchild, a child with Bob. Why did you hide it from us? And it was a boy. I didn't have a baby. There's no point in hiding it. Where did you see him? I was at the mall near your parents' house the other day. I saw you walking hand in hand with my grandson. So I told you I didn't have your grandchild. There's no point in lying to me now. We've tracked down your house. I'm on my way there now with Bob. Huh? How do you know where I live? I followed you and the kid home from the mall. I followed you from behind. You followed me? We'll be there in half an hour, so get ready. What? Prepare? You should get ready to go home. I'll welcome you as a daughter-in-law once again. No, I don't understand. I'm telling you to come back with my grandchild. Prepare as much luggage as you can carry for the time being. Got it? Hi, Lisa. I just arrived. Excuse me. I've been ringing your doorbell for a while now, but why don't you open the door? You can't just show up on the spur of the moment. What are you talking about? I told you in advance, didn't I? Even so, it was only 30 minutes ago. Just hurry up and open the door. Your husband and his mother are here. And I'm not his wife or your daughter-in-law anymore because we're divorced. Would you please stop rattling the door like that? It's very annoying. Well, you're still a cocky daughter-in-law. It's your fault for not answering the door. I told you to hurry up and come out. By the way, you have a nice house. A house with a garden where a mother and her child live together. What luxury! I'm sure you have plenty of room. Me and Bob will move in here and live with you. This is not my house. What? I can't let you come in without the house owner's permission. What? What kind of nonsense? There's a nameplate in front of the entrance, isn't there? A nameplate? What does it say? Well, it's a surname I don't recognize. And it's not your maiden name either, is it? So, this is someone else's house after all. You finally noticed. What do you mean? Why are you there if it's not your house? I think there is a family restaurant on the way here. Can I meet you there? I don't know what your situation is, but if it's someone else's house, I don't have a choice. Then I will wait for you at the family restaurant. And you must bring my grandchild too, understood? Lisa, that's not what we promised. You told me to meet up at the family restaurant. I can't believe you and your grandchild didn't show up at all. I didn't go, but someone else did, didn't they? The man who was there on your behalf? What was that about? You are my daughter-in-law, but he talks to me as if you were his wife. It's beyond rude, even though there's a husband and mother-in-law right in front of him. Hey, you're not dating that guy, are you? We're not dating. We're already married. Married? He's my husband, whom I remarried a year ago. I beg your pardon? That means... You don't mean to tell me that that man adopted my grandson? So he is not your grandson? No. Judging from his age, I think you conceived around the time you and Bob divorced. But he's not your grandchild. Why? Oh, I see. You mean it's not my grandchild. Could it be that you were having an affair? You had a husband. You had a child with another man. I never had a child. Huh? What a lie! I saw you walking hand in hand with a child of about 2 years old. I saw it with my own eyes. What you saw was my stepdaughter. What? Stepdaughter? I mean, I remarried a single father. Huh? Then where's my grandchild? I don't know. Where is the child you gave birth to? Don't hide it. Bring it out. There's nothing to hide. Like I said before, I've never had a child. Hey, you come to the family restaurant. It's not fair that you made me and Bob come all the way here and never showed up. I don't think it's fair that you came here on your own. Just hurry up and come. I'm not going anywhere. Why not? I'm pregnant with my husband's child. Huh? It's a very important time for me. I'm not even in the stable period yet. If I carelessly show up in front of you now, I honestly don't know what you will do to me. No way. You can get pregnant? I thought you came here because you thought I had given birth, even though you were mistaken. That's true, but... You said earlier that the child you were with was your stepdaughter of your second marriage. I thought if you hadn't had the baby after all, then you must be infertile. Anyway, I'm going to ask you to leave. Now you know that I have started a life that has nothing to do with you. No, I don't. Now I have found out that you can conceive, then you must come back to our home. Why? Because it means you can have Bob's child. Oh, I'm so happy. Finally, the day has come when I can hold my grandchild too. Lisa, hurry up and pack your bags and come over here. I'll have you remarry Bob right away. I will not remarry your son. What? Why are you going ahead with this on your own? Oh, don't be shy. I'll make you my daughter-in-law again. Take your time and make a baby with Bob. Please don't say such a disgusting thing. I already have a husband. You have no choice but to leave him. You're getting remarried to Bob. That's why I told you before. I have no intention of remarrying Bob. What's wrong with Bob? He listens to everything you tell him. He divorced me as you told him, and he has no intention of doing so himself. 2 years have passed, and it seems that he hasn't changed. My husband just came home, so I asked him about it. I heard that while he was talking to you, he looked down and didn't say a single word. What's wrong with the son listening to his mother? Shall I say it clearly then? What? I have no intention of marrying a mommy's boy. Huh? A mommy's boy? I won't become a family again with a mommy's boy and a wife-snoring mother-in-law. That's not gonna happen. What? My husband has told me not to get worked up because it might harm my body. Wait a minute! I need you to remarry Bob! You're so persistent. Why are you so obsessed with me? I'm already married, so give it up. Oh, by the way, What happened to you finding a young daughter-in-law? If you have time to chase after your ex-daughter-in-law who divorced your son a long time ago, why don't you just go out and look for a new one? The person he's remarrying has to be you. Huh? I told our neighbors that I actually have a grandson and that you are getting remarried. What the heck? Because it can't be helped. The child who was with you looked just like my grandchild. It was just your misunderstanding. But if you don't come back, I'll be humiliated. That can't be helped, can it? You mistook my stepdaughter. It was just a misunderstanding. You want me to be the laughingstock of the neighborhood because of you? It's not my fault. It's none of my business what the neighbors think of you. Don't be so cold. If you remarry Bob, everything will be all right. I'm sorry. Talking to you is stressing me out. If you'll excuse me. Lisa, wait! After this, my ex-mother-in-law came to my house again with my ex-husband. And again, she persistently rang the intercom. She was crying and shouting, "I want to talk to Lisa." The moment my husband said he would call the police, the two of them ran away together. After that, there was no more pressure on me to remarry. According to rumors I heard from my ex-mother-in-law's neighbors, my ex-mother-in-law was so eager to have grandchildren that she forced her son to go on blind dates with her, ignoring his wishes. She also applied for a matchmaking parties without asking him. Even so, she could not find a marriage partner and she became very impatient. And my ex-husband finally snapped at my ex-mother-in-law for her over-interference. He exclaimed, "I'm not a mommy's boy," and ran out of the house. Now she is living alone in the house crying. I, on the other hand, gave birth to a baby the other day. I am now living with my second husband and our family of 4 is getting along well.
Hey, Gary, where the heck did you run off to, boy? Your lunch break ended ages ago. You have no right to slack off. You do well to remember you're nothing but a filthy temp worker at this company. If it were up to me, you'd be working straight through your lunch break, you damn moron.
Hey, Dick. I'm out doing door-to-door sales with Greg, the sales manager, today.
Huh? With Greg? Thought it was weird when I couldn't find him, telling me he's with you.
He's away picking up the car from the mechanics right now, but I can pass on a message if you want to leave one with me.
I ain't got jack to say to you, boy. Damn it, I'm pissed. I thought I was going to be able to force you to do all my work without that loudmouth Greg around. I can't freaking believe you're out doing the rounds with him.
Ah, looks like he's back. Just pulling in now.
What? You better not tell him about what I just said. This conversation stays between me and you, boy, or are we clear?
Good morning, Dick. Hate to have to message you like this, but can I ask why there's a massive pile of documents you were supposed to take care of on my desk? I wouldn't be opposed to helping you out with a few pages here and there if you actually asked me, but this is going too far.
Oh, that? I was going to ask you yesterday. You went straight home after your sales calls and I didn't get a chance. I couldn't be bothered to message you, so I just left them piled up on your desk.
I see. Anyway, where are you today?
Me? It's my day off today. Oh. You better make sure you take care of every last file on that desk for me, boy. I want to see the neatest, tidiest looking pile of completed documents on my desk when I get back to that office.
Sorry, but I can't do this work.
Huh?
That goes for now and from now on, too. But I won't be doing your work anymore. Dick, not even if you try forcing it on me. So you might as well save us both the trouble and not even bother trying.
What? You dare defy my orders?
Sorry, manager's calling me. Gotta go.
No, wait.
No, I really gotta go.
But the deadline on that stuff is today. Answer your goddamn phone, boy. I'm a full-time employee of this company, you damn temp piece of crap. You do not have any right to disobey me. You there, Harry, you pathetic little low-life worm. You finally slithered into the office, huh, worm boy? Anyway, stop slacking off in the lobby. I saw you stood around doing nothing near the reception desk, you know. Do not let me catch you speaking to Layla on reception, either. You have no right to even breathe the same air as that girl. You filthy, miserable, worthless temp scum. Oh yeah, and that ain't all. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused me by slacking off these last 2 weeks, you little pipsqueak? I'm gonna teach you a lesson. You'll know what happens to people who mess with the big boys soon enough. You better prepare yourself for the hell that's about to rain down on you, worm boy. How'd you like that for a kick, pipsqueak? Bet it hurt, didn't it? You know what? Kinda reminded me of my old high school days, back when I used to flush nerds like you's heads down the toilet. I got a nostalgic throb in my right leg thanks to you, loser. You know what they used to call this right leg in my school days? The Nerd Buster, and based on how far you went flying. I can still bust nerds with the best of them. Yeehaw! Why the hell did you run up from behind and kick me while I was stood waiting at the reception desk? Huh? I want an explanation. Why do you always need me to spell everything out for you, pea-brain? Connect the dots, retard. Don't take a genius. Actually, fine, you know what? I'll tell you this time, since I feel bad for you. Alright, so I kicked you because Kayla from reception, my girl. I gave you an ass whooping because I saw you slacking off, stood at reception trying to get into her panties. I warned you this would happen, but you didn't listen. Don't you dare flirt with my girl again, filthy temp scum. We clear now? We heckin' better be. Now get back to your desk and get work. If I catch you slacking off again, I'll flying karate kick you next time. Pea-brained moron. Dick, I kinda get the impression you don't know. Could it be? Know what? I came from our biggest client company, Sadler's Stationery. Huh? They offered me a full-time contract a while back. I finally decided to take them up on it and left your company 2 weeks back without updating my temp contract. Though I work for them on a regular full-time contract now. Wait, what? I didn't know about this. Well, that's strange. I announced it in front of everyone at morning call about a month before my contract ended. Well, I just said I didn't know. Well, Dick, whether you know or not changes nothing. I announced it in front of everyone at morning call, got a huge round of applause, and then everyone even pitched in for a goodbye card and a bottle of whiskey on my last day. Aren't they a great bunch? Well, I just said I didn't frickin' know! Anyway, the bottom line is I hold a senior position at Sadler Stationery, your company's biggest, most long-term client. The reason I visited your office today was to introduce myself as the person in charge of all dealings with your company, alongside the announcement of the establishment of a new department at our HQ. The plan was to have some lengthy discussions with your superiors about the future of our business dealings together. But unfortunately, I twisted my ankle with the momentum of you kicking me across the lobby, and I'm in no condition to be discussing business anymore. Wait, what? Seriously? I just got treated at a local doctor's and received a diagnosis certificate. Well, I'm about to head back to your office and wait for the CEO of Sadler's Stationery to come pick me up. He seems awfully concerned about me and wants to know exactly how a routine introduction ended up with me at the doctor's with a twisted ankle. Let me guess, Dick, I bet you're currently up to your old trick of hiding away on the roof where you think no one can find you right now, aren't you? What? Your CEO is coming. No way, I'm not hiding.
Oh, that's weird. You see, your boss says he can't find you anywhere. The entire company is looking for you as we speak. Based on what my contacts tell me, it's chaos.
Oh my god, are you serious? Oh, this is bad. Real bad.
Adam, our company's CEO would like to ask you a couple of questions. We have to get to the bottom of exactly what happened in that lobby and find out what possessed you to kick me so hard I went flying across the room. Naturally, I told him there's a 90% chance you took the key to the roof, which is supposed to be out of bounds, from the caretaker's office, and are currently hiding up there like you always do when you don't feel like working.
How the heck do you know about the roof?
Oh, I wonder.
I can hear footsteps. Someone's coming up the staircase.
Listen, Dick, the best thing you can do here is to accept your fate and do as the cops tell you. I don't need to tell you how trigger-happy they can get with people dumb enough to resist arrest, do I?
Goddamn you. I lost my goddamn job because of you, asshole. How are you gonna make up for this? I was set for a promotion any day now, but now I gotta find a new job because of you.
A promotion? Really? You, Dick, of all people. A promotion?
Greg from sales was talking about quitting. Who else would they pick to fill his shoes? I've been waiting for a promotion longer than anyone. It was sure to be my turn next. You miserable jerk. You will pay for this.
I hate to be the one to have to break this to you, but they decided on someone else before they'd even fired you.
Huh?
Also, you didn't just get fired for the whole thing with you kicking me across the lobby. There were other reasons.
What?
You slacked off all year round while palming off your work responsibilities onto me and your other unfortunate co-workers, right? Surely you didn't think the higher-ups wouldn't notice. Oh, and not to mention your borderline stalking of your crush. Apparently you followed her home every night after she rejected your offer for a beer after work. What's more, she said she keeps seeing some weirdo crouched in the bushes opposite her street, holding a pair of binoculars matching your description.
You're talking about my Kayla from reception? I don't know what gives you the right to go poking your nose into my love life, but let me tell you this. You're dead wrong. I don't know nothing about no stalking. I love Kayla, and she loves me back. I just know it. She's playing hard to get. You know how some girls do that. Oh, wait, what am I saying? Of course you know. You're probably a virgin, right? You loser dweeb. Stalking my ass. I ain't never heard anything so stupid.
You do know Kayla's engaged, right?
Huh? Wait, what? Kayla's engaged?
Not only that, but she has 2 children.
You're lying. No, my girl wouldn't do this to me. Seriously? My Kayla, a housewife with 2 kids.
Yup. Oh, wait, it gets better. Wait till you hear who her husband is. Greg, the manager from sales. You know, your superior.
What?
They have the same surname, right? You never thought that was weird?
Huh? Oh my god, you're right. I never noticed.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I figure I should make this as clear as humanely possible to you, since you probably weren't listening when it got announced during morning call, just like you weren't that time with me. But the reason Greg is resigning is because he's moving to Sadler's Stationery, which means me and him are going to be working at the same company real soon.
What?
His reason for leaving is pretty much exactly the same as mine. The whole thing took a little longer for him since they had to find replacements to take over his clients. But he'll be working at Sadler's Stationery, here with me from the start of next month.
I can't believe this is happening. Sadler's Stationery is well known for paying salaries way above the industry average, treating its employees really well. This ain't fair. You pair of traitors. You have any decency in you, you'll speak to the bigwigs. Get me a job there by way of apology for your despicable behavior.
It looks like the recruitment process for the mid-career slots is over for the year now, so you'll have to wait till more job openings are available. Sorry.
That's not what I meant. I mean, get me a job by calling in a favor or 2.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Well, speaking of pulling in favors, you got your job there through a good word from your uncle who works as head of human resources, right?
How'd you know that? Anyway, so what if I did?
I heard some of the responsibility for your violent outburst in the lobby got pinned on him, and he got demoted. What? I'm not saying it's necessarily always a bad thing for people to get jobs through personal connections, and if we're honest, that's just how the world works. But in your case, you used your uncle's influence within the company, and the fact that he protected you whenever anyone questioned your behavior as an excuse to do whatever the hell you wanted, and treat everyone like crap. This is what you get for abusing and taking advantage of his trust and good nature. You deserve everything you got. Goddamn you. Anyway, think about it. There's no way what you're asking for would ever happen. Surely you don't actually think Sadler's Stationery are the kind of company to employ people with proven track records of violent outbursts against its employees? I wouldn't put in a good word for you if you paid me $1 million.
Then what the hell am I supposed to do? I just got fired, moron. Do you even understand how serious my situation is right now?
I'd say I've got a pretty good idea, actually. I'm pleased you at least realize how deep in the shit you are. My advice? Start job hunting soon. Now, don't you think it's a little weird that of all the people in the world, I'm the one you're asking for help?
Job hunting is such a pain in the ass. Hey, Harry. What the heck is this crap? A bill for compensation? I don't understand. Hey, answer me.
You do realize I could have gone to the cops, filed charges against you, so you'd have a criminal record for the rest of your life, right? You should be counting your lucky stars. It's only compensation I want.
Huh?
Your old company managed to beg my bosses not to terminate their contract after your outburst, so fortunately for them, it's business as usual. As for me personally, excluding yourself, I got on with everyone at that company, like a house on fire, and I'm super grateful for all they did for me during my time there. So I have no intention of dragging them through the media shitstorm that would inevitably ensue if I press charges. Besides, I'm not the only one charging you for compensation, am I? I know Kayla from reception definitely is, because we went to see the lawyer together. And then there's the two guys from accounts who are currently working on putting together files containing, well, all your abusive messages.
What?
Taking everything into account, I thought it was only fair that you pay me compensation for the emotional distress you caused me, as well as paying for my medical treatment.
I just lost my goddamn job. I'm unemployed. How'd you expect me to pay you all this compensation when I have no income?
Like I said before, get a job. Compensation aside, how do you intend on getting by without working?
There's only one thing for it. You have to get me a job at Sadler's Stationery.
No can do.
But...
No.
But the money...
Do I have to spell it out like you're a child? I don't want to breathe the same air as you, let alone work at the same company as you.
Huh?
Wipe your own ass, you abject failure of a man.
Oh my god, Harry.
All communications from here on out are to go through my lawyer. Thank you, and goodbye. Dick eventually came up with my compensation money by knocking on his parents' door, who live way out in the countryside, and begging on his knees in floods of tears. Apparently, they were forced to sell their house to get their wayward son out of the catastrophic mess he had gotten himself into. Dick, being his naive old self, mistakenly thought that meant he was out of the woods. He tried his best to convince his mum and dad to let him live with them in their new apartment, but he was flatly refused and ordered to pay back every cent of what they paid me in compensation. With that, his royally pissed off dad drove him over to a friend's company office, where he was forced to live in an old, disused staff room while working 12 hours a day. However, Dick mistook this new arrangement as being the same kind of connection hire that got him into our old company. He soon began barking orders left, right, and centre, and within a week made the grave mistake of ordering the CEO's son and up-and-coming company president to make him a coffee. With that, he was savagely dressed down in front of all 50 employees during the morning team meeting. He now spends his days on the verge of tears, being shouted at relentlessly by a boss half his age.